During your adventures in Coldharbour, you may come across a location inside the Imperial City called the Dried Well. What if I told you this is a safe area and technically a player home for Coldharbour? Here it is on the map. Let's head on inside and I'll show you what I mean. When you head down these stairs, you will be greeted by a Meridia statue. Oh, and an Auroran. Let's go ahead and turn around, shall we? Nah, I'm just kidding. She's actually friendly. Let's go ahead and speak to her, as she has some interesting information over this shrine.
A traveler. This is the last shrine of Meridia. Feel free to rest here.
Are there any other shrines of Meridia?
This is the only one left. After her largest temple, Dilodil, vanished 200 years ago, Meridia's power began to decline. Meridia's beacon is weakening with every passing day. Lately, I can't hear her voice anymore. I must brace myself for the inevitable.
Are there any other followers of Meridia?
Not anymore. Some were driven mad and wandered into the wasteland, and others committed suicide. Now I am the only one who still serves Meridia. But if you stay with me, there will be two of us. What do you say?
It doesn't really matter what you say here, just depending on what option you pick, she will say something different. No thanks, I won't spread your religion.
The grass knows nothing of the rays that bring it the warmth of the sun. Well, it's just a joke. Forget it.
Are you lonely here?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone, so please, humor me for a bit.
Long live Meridia.
You're funny. I feel better after talking to you.
What do you know about this place?
Since the army of order illuminated it from the west, this part of Oblivion changed. It's like a world in twilight, on the brink of death. That light also exposed the whole distorted past again. The shadows of this light are reaching back to the ancient past, digging up those long dead. In the end, they may even reach Merethic era and the origin of Molag Bal. What a sight that will be.
This Auroran acts as a merchant as well, allowing us to buy a whole set of Aurorian armor, some Dawn weapons, and Meridia's beacons, which allow us to conjure Aurorians during battle. All you have to do is activate them, they act as a spell tome. You may have also noticed a huge Meridia statue right here. Well, in front of it is a shrine to her. I'm not saying you should pray at it, but it won't really hurt you to do so. So what happens if you kill this Auroran? Well, you'll be able to acquire her armor set, but everything in her merchant inventory becomes unavailable to you once you do so. Her armor set is in her merchant inventory, so there's really no reason to do this. You will also lose karma, so it's probably best to just leave her alive. You should have learned a lesson from Pelennor. To be fair, you do get Dawnbreaker, which you shouldn't get other than doing the vanilla Daedric quest, so yeah, it's another way to get Dawnbreaker if you want that. Like I mentioned before, this area acts as a little player home. You have your own personal storage right here, an anvil of Zenithor, a bedroll with a chair and a bench, and finally, a workbench and a grindstone. It may not be much, but it's a lot more than you should deserve in an evil and bitter place like Coldharbour. The Aurorian armor set is definitely one of the coolest things to come out of Vigilant. I just love the gold look, and the design for it is great. You also have options for certain armor pieces. You can switch out the regular Aurorian helmet for the Guardian one as shown here. Along with the Guardian helmet, there's also the Valkyrie helmet, along with the body armor piece for it. The Dawn Spear and Dawn Cross Spear are basically the same weapon, just that the Cross Spear does more damage, and they both have different weapon arts. The enchantments for both allow you to burn your target up to 10 points. Also, if you kill an undead, it will cause a fiery explosion that will turn or destroy nearby undead. If you haven't noticed, this is the same enchantment that Dawnbreaker has. So if you wanted to use Dawnbreaker, but you're primarily a two-handed build, this is the alternative for it. The Dawn Spear's weapon art allows you to create a Thunderball to attack enemies around you. The Dawn Cross Spear's weapon art will allow you to charge and create a thunderstorm. I personally think that Dawn Spear's weapon art is better, but it's a good trade-off since the Dawn Cross Spear does more damage. The Dawn Cross Spear's weapon art didn't really work for me. I don't know, it just didn't do as much damage as the other one did. Meridia's Beacon is another light source piece added by Vigilant. Along with giving you a bright blue light, it will help you regenerate magicka 5% faster. The Meridia's beacons act as spell tomes, so if we learn this one here, we will acquire a conjuration spell allowing us to summon an Aurorian. The Aurorian does pretty basic damage, and overall it's a pretty average conjuration. The Aurorian Battle Lord is a step up from the regular Aurorian. He will wield a two-handed weapon and will be stronger and bigger than its basic counterpart. Also, it seems as if its power attacks shake the ground. I don't know if that is just a glitch or if that's an actual feature of the Aurorian Battle Lord, but that's pretty cool either way. The Aurorian Guardian is a small step up from the Battle Lord. He wields the Dawn Spear, and honestly, I think that's it. They are pretty similar. The Valkyrie is honestly nothing too great. For my testing, it wasn't able to do as good as the other Aurorians, other than the basic one. So I don't know if I just got unlucky during my testing, but I wouldn't suggest using this one. The only difference between these Aurorian Guardians and Valkyries and all of that is pretty much their weapon. I mean, this one wields the Dawn Cross Spear, but it wasn't even able to perform as good as the others, so. Now, here's something you don't see often. The Meridia's bow doesn't give you an ally to conjure, but allows you to conjure a really powerful bow to use in combat. I'll definitely be using this spell a lot, as the bow gives you these insanely powerful arrows that wherever they hit, they will spawn and emit thunder in its landing radius. The bow rewards you for even getting your arrows close enough to the target. If that doesn't sound awesome to you in a game like Skyrim, then I don't know what is. With all of the showcasing out of the way, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, have a great rest of your day, and as always, peace out.